Hello, I am Dr. Mantier and welcome to Punk Science TV. Now, we certainly seem to be going through rather an odd time at the moment, and it feels a bit like the civilization that we've known and the paradigm that we've known is starting to come to an end. And there are some ancient writers who discussed that at the end of the Roman Empire, for example, you saw the rise of the celebrity chef. And haven't we seen that in recent years? It's very, very interesting. So, the ancients also talked about time going in cycles, that we went from a dark age to a golden age and back again. So, this could be what's happening at the moment. And certainly in the arena of theoretical physics, this has been going on for some time as well. And this is just one of the areas. And there's been a few publications about this, but in New Scientist in 2019, they published a journalist visit to the Perimeter Institute in Canada. And I want to just show you some of the sort of headlines from that article if I can. Okay, so I shall put the camera the other way around. So, theoretical physics has a problem. Its ambitious new theories haven't led anywhere, and you have the actual person who leads the Perimeter Institute, Neil Turok, saying that when he got into physics in the early 80s, that's when everything stopped being successful. So, a lot of the ideas in physics, such as even the big experiments that they've done, such as a large hadron collider, and the ideas in physics such as string theory, inflation theory, and cosmology, the idea that there was a massive rapid inflation at the beginning of the early universe, which could explain a lot, but actually it says in this article there's not that much evidence for it. And string theory, it describes as something that people really got on the bandwagon because that enabled them to get citations and funding. But the real ideas are really not coming through. Having spent, theoretical physicists had a really good 20th century where they had the theory of relativity and quantum theory. There's a sense among some of them that the ideas, really big ideas, are starting to dry up. And in this article, Neil Turok actually says that maybe we should scrap the last 30 years. That's quite amazing talk, but it shows that there isn't this overarching theory that is bringing everything together right now. So we're really starting to see the end of a paradigm right there. Now, you know that I'm going to say that the black hole principle is something that would help to bring things together because it unifies the worlds of the very large with the worlds of the very small into one simple, elegant idea. Doesn't mean that we haven't got a lot of work to do with the black hole principle, but the concept is that the same pattern goes throughout the universe. That instead of a big bang, you've got creation happening at every single level, and it goes from the higher dimensions of light, the infinite light in higher dimensions, comes to the edge of our reality, and then that light splits into matter and antimatter, and then they combine again at the perception horizon, which is at the speed of light, and they combine again into light, and it happens at every single level. So there's so much evidence accumulating for this now, and I think this could be the kickstart that physics needs. It could be the paradigm revolution that we need, and there's a lot of work to do still. It's definitely not complete. I'm the first to say that there's a lot of work to do. But as we're feeling that everything is starting to come to an end, people are really had some time recently to really question their lives and what matters to them, and what was real, what was important, what were they so attached to. So we're also doing that in physics. Where did string theory lead us, for example? Where are the really big ideas? So maybe it's time to go forward into a new paradigm and join the paradigm revolution and the black hole principle. So we'll see what the future brings. Anyway, I hope you are well and you've enjoyed this episode of Punk Science TV, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.